long time ago, there was a man riding on a horse, and he came across a group of people trying to move a very heavy log of wood. He noticed that there was a corporal standing off to the side, not helping at all while these men were struggling. He asked the corporal, "Why aren't you helping?" He said, "Well, I'm the corporal. I give the orders around here." The man didn't say anything, got down off his horse, helped the other men who were struggling with the piece of wood, and finally together they all moved this log and the task got accomplished. Who was this guy? Well, the rider's name was George Washington, and at the time he was the commander-in-chief of the United States Army. And as he got back up on his horse, he looked at the corporal and he said, "The next time you need a task to be accomplished, you should call the commander-in-chief." There's lots of stories about George Washington that are untrue. He never chopped down a cherry tree and said, "I can't tell a lie," or a lot of the other stories that we might have learned when we were younger. But there are numerous stories of George Washington's humility. He was a great man. He was a man who understood how to have great relationships with people. He was an excellent father. He was a leader who did anything that needed to be done to help the country and not help himself. He was very wealthy, but at the same time, he also understood the common man. Humility is our character quality that we're going to talk about today. And there are amazing amounts of people in the history of the world who have this quality of understanding that other people are more important. When we want to define humility, we would probably say it's this: someone is considering other people first, that they are grounded, they're respectful, they show class. Now, when I say there's tons of people who are praised for this, that's very true. But guess what? Really, the majority of people struggle with this character quality so much because it is so much about me. And I'm sure George Washington wasn't always humble either, but the stories of him being humble and displaying his humility are what impacted other people. As Christians, you and I understand that we have a Savior who put us first in everything. We have a Savior who came down out of heaven and made us more important than Him, and who died on the cross and who rose so that we could have everything. That's true humility. In Philippians chapter 2, it says, "Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourselves, not looking to your own interest, but to the interests of others." This is a character quality that is so vital and so needed in our world today. It is our nature to think about me first. It's our nature to value what we want more than other people. It's in our human nature to think that our lives are so much more important than other people, and that leads to so much pain and heartache and sin and trouble and chaos in our world. You have the opportunity within our school, within your family, to really positively impact other people when you think about them first, when you value them first, when you display this humility, because you understand who you are. God says you're perfect in His eyes because of Jesus, but we aren't perfect in our day-to-day actions. Instead, we want to use the power that God has given us. We want to use His Word. We want to use the grace that He showed us to realize who we are. We are here to serve. We are here to help someone else. I love this quote, and I want to end this one with this one because I think it's really important. It really is this simple. Being humble means that you don't think less of yourself, you just think of yourself less. With God's grace, you have the ability to do